stave off elimination. So what's the mindset, Jet?
Man, this is where your pride's got to kick in. Are you kidding me? You cannot get swept. This is where you have to dig in, dig down deep. Are you going to win the series? Probably not. But you cannot get swept.
Kenny and I know this for a fact. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. How they respond tonight, Kenny, will tell me something about this team. The home fans will show up, but the question is, will the team show up? Do they want to go fishing, or do they want to go to the next game?
Looks like a fishing trip.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. And now we head down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
A breathtaking view here of the Toronto waterfront, beaming over the inner harbor. Game 4 of the Eastern. Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors. Look at the Raptors. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Things are looking bleak right now. There's no doubt about that. But the home fans are behind them. They've just got to focus on winning this game and then take it from there.
Point well made, Greg. That's why it's so important for them to get off to a quick start in this game. Get these fans lathered up and into it to prevent any kind of doom and gloom atmosphere setting in here.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Jimmy Butler. Gobert is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Irving in at the point. Now here's DeRozan. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Use that pick to get in close.
And that's height. With that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Mirotic, a screen on Lowry. Irving dishes to Mirotic. Toronto grabs the miss. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Now Irving. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. Irving double team. Dishes to Butler. Lock at 6. And Gobert kicks to Irving. Gobert with a screen for Irving. Here's Beal. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lowry passes to Batum. Back to Lowry. 11 feet away, and that one hits back iron. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Beal kicks to Irving. Batum with the steal. Lowry against Beal. Screened by Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. Gobert pulls it in.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Beal's shot is good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Batum laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Irving with it. Mirotic, a screen on Lowry. Outside Irving. Irving double team. Here's Butler, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Bricks the aggressive dunk attempt.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Butler goes in. Pass to Mirotic from downtown. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Covered by Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. No good there with the step back J. Celtics leading by 4. On its way from Irving for 2. No luck. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Butler on the wing. Three-pointer. Boston again missing. Raptors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Out to DeRozan. All alone. And the jumper is good. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
DeRozan against Beal. Back to Irving. Puts it up from 12. Misses off the left iron. Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Irving against Lowry. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Beal up top. They get it back. Butler passes to Irving. Inside. Mirotic dishes to Gobert. He had a nice open look right there. Gobert's got his first basket.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Knocked away.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Butler against Batum. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Skinny is checked in for the Raptors. Joseph comes in for Nicholas Batum. And then for Boston. Plumlee, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Mickey in for Mirotic. Here's the floater. Shot by Joseph, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
DeRozan against Irving. Pass to Mickey. And Plumlee kicks to Butler. Here's Mickey. Outside for Beal. Connects from 3-point range. Beal's got 7 points.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Bender's checked in, and it's a Afflalo in for Kyle Lowry. And Afflalo kicks to DeRozan. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely. This ball movement by Boston. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now, here's Joseph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to DeRozan. Shot from 16, and that's good for 2.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Boston leading by 5. Outside Irving. There's a screen. Irving double team. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
To the inside, Plumlee. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
A follow, that's good. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Brown, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Now, here's DeRozan. He has 6. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Aflalo's got his second bucket tonight.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Plumlee with the screen. Irving drives in. Off the pick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. On the wing, DeRozan. Kicks to Joseph, to the middle. It's tipped. Beal with the steal. And here's the break, pushing it up. And Brown throws it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And so here's Toronto following the bucket by the Celtics. Clock at 6. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Bradley Beal is second. Third is Nikola Mirotic.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their 3-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
I asked him if this team still believed that they could come back in this series, and he told me, absolutely. The guys know we're in a hole, but we've had our backs against the wall before. The pressure is on them now to close us out. We can just go, play our game, and try to get back in this series. We'll watch and see that happen, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now, here's Joseph. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Good on the shot. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Here's the feed to Plumlee. Brown outside. Back to Plumlee. It's deflected.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Aflalo, no good. Celtics leading by 9. Smart kicks to Plumlee. It's Brown with the drive. Back to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away. The kick out to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brown against DeRozan. Up and in on the layup. DeRozan's got 8.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Mickey. And so the first quarter is in the books. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
They've got Skinny. Lowry out there with a flow. Then there's Batum, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Waiters passes to Smart. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smart's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. There's the pass to Skinny. Follow against Waiters. A baseline J. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from a Flalo. The Celtics shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Now here's Smart. Now recovering. Smart dishes to Brown. Smart kicks to Plumlee. Waiters gets a wide open look. Pass to Mickey. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Waiters. He dishes it to Brown. Batum with the steal. And now Flalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Mickey. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Waiters passes to Plumlee. Poked away and stolen by Aflalo. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Tries from 10. The shot is off.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now Lowry, after Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Valanciunas, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip in paid off for him.
Now here's Brown. And here's Smart. And it's blocked. On the wing, Batum. The shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. The dish to Brown. It's tipped. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Aflalo. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on both. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Batum against Butler. And Batum throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Boston. Now here is Lowry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Valanciunas. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Irving, good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Afralo dishes to Lowry. And it's sent back by Irving. One-on-one here. And Gobert kicks to Mirotic. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Gets an open look and hits. And now a 4-point Boston lead. Afralo outside. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Batum against Butler. Irving drives in. Misses the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Batum passes to Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. And Aflalo kicks to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Rebound Boston. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Mirotic the screen. Irving drives in. And Mirotic kicks to Butler. Mirotic dishes to Irving. And the powerful one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And the Raptors call time here.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
And Toronto making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. Lowry against Irving. There's the screen. Outside Lowry to stop the drought. Takes the 13-footer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Feeds to Mirotic. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. DeRozan with it. Butler covering. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Batum attacking. No good off the pick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Kyrie Irving number 1, Kyle Lowry 3rd.
Well, for these two, the bright lights and the extra attention and intensity of the postseason doesn't do anything to affect their concentration. Both of these guys always seem to get the ball to the right man at the right time.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Enders checked in, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Mirotic grabs the miss. Celtics leading by 6. Outside Irving. The drive by Gobert. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
They set the pick. Dishes it to DeRozan. Now here's Joseph. Covered by Irving. Here's Valanciunas. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Valanciunas has got 8.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Now Beal. 7 points in the game. Butler with the ball. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Pass to Valanciunas. Puts it up from 15. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler from outside. Butler can't get that one to fall. Raptors trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Skinny is checked in for Valanciunas. The Raptors have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Irving. He feeds it to Beal. Mirotic the screen. Back to Irving. Outside Butler. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Take a look at what Butler's done. He has 8 points and the 1 steal.
Now here's Joseph. They set the pick. Over to the wing. Here's Bender. Sinks the three-pointer.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Gobert the screen to the inside. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. Beal pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Irving kicks to Beal. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Toronto with the ball. Right wing. They set the screen. Joseph, the pass to Skinny. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Toronto.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
To the paint. The kick out to Irving. Trying to find Mirotic. Gets it to him.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And he gets it to go.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Irving. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Up top, DeRozan. He's covered by Beal. And he gets it to go. That's 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Boston on top, up by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the #1 thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, #1 is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Looking at Boston, maybe they haven't been as superior in this. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis.
Really an extraordinary game for Aflalo. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Gobert. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Irving. And it's Beal in at the 2. And good on the basket. Book it.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And Mirotic throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And that one's good. That's now 8 points for Batum.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Gobert dishes to Mirotic. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 14. Rebounded by the Celtics. Butler's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Such a wide open look. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Fires the 3. Another miss by DeRozan. Back to Lowry for the 3. And that one's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Boston leading by 7. Mirotic sets the screen for Irving. Outside for Beal. Celtics passing it around. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving double team. Here's Gobert. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Toronto calls timeout.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. The second thing he got into with them regarded getting the ball into the post, saying, quote, the passing lanes will be open for us. We have to use that to our advantage and get the ball inside. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Plumlee attacking. That drops. Plumlee's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Irving. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Mirotic. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Nikola Mirotic. Lowry passes to DeRozan. There's the pick. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. The shot is off, and it's Boston the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And the Raptors making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Mike Scott's checked in for Mirotic. And now Aflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Butler kicks to Smart. His 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 10. Passes it to Lowry. Kicks it to Valanciunas. The 10-footer. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded and stolen by Aflalo. And now in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. And the basket good. And that's now 7 points for Kyle Lowry. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Skinny is checked in for Toronto. Celtics leading by 6. And here's Smart. He's got 5. Scott. Boston. No good that time either. And here's Toronto. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And it's Aflalo penetrating. And the shot is good. And that's 12 points now for Valanciunas.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Now here's Smart. Back to Scott. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Toronto trailing. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That one on Smart.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. 8 rebounds and 1 assist.
Some changes for Toronto. Benders checked in, and it's Joseph in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Boston, Gobert, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Mirotic comes in for Scott, and Irving subbed in for Marcus Smart. Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. They need this one. Now the feed to Gobert. Lowry against Irving. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
The pass to Lowry. Gobert with the block. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Irving leading the charge. Back to Mirotic. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Rudy Gobert, number 1. Third is Nikola Mirotic.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now here's Joseph. He's covered by Beal. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Irving against Lowry. Irving dishes to Gobert. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here is Lowry. 7 points in the game. Mirotic grabs the miss. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Butler. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Celtics making a switch here. Morrow's checked in.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs. This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Here's Morrow. Gobert the screen. Inside, off the pick. Pass to Morrow from deep. Shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Joseph.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Mirotic, a screen on Lowry. Irving double team. Gobert, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's got 14. Here's Skinny. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Butler missing. Raptors trail by 6. And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Shot from the wing. Here's Skinny. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
To the paint. And the basket by Morrow. Morrow's got his first bucket in this one.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Over to the left wing. No one near him. And that one's good. 7 points in the game.
Assist goes to Corey Joseph.
Celtics leading by 4. Now a timeout called by Boston. The Raptors making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in, so Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Scott comes in for Mirotic. Brown, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Irving. Now here's Smart. He has 5. Scott with a screen on Lowry. The dish tomorrow. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And that one's good. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Brown outside. Plumlee sets the pick for Brown. From deep, Morrow, that misses, would have counted had it gone in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, they've got Corey Joseph. He's out there with DeRozan. Skinny is out there with Batum. Here is Skinny. 5 on the clock. Here's the screen from deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded closer. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now, here's Batum. Batum with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Moore. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Joseph's got his third rebound tonight. Plays it up and banks it in.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
They set the screen. Feeds it to Morrow. Here's Scott. Batum grabs the miss. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. He kicks to Joseph. Stolen by Smart. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
He dishes it to Smart. Back to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Scott, good. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now here's Plumlee. T right on him. 4 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You look at what Plumlee has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Raptors.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Brown after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Now the Raptors moving it up. Joseph leading the charge, and the basket good. And now just a 3-point Boston lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Joseph. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Smart kicks to Morrow. Outside, Scott dishes it to Morrow. Left side, Scott. Pass to Morrow. There's the triple. Busted. No good that time either.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Batum with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Stolen by Smart. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Morrow. Shot is off.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Now Smart. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. The wide open look for Plumlee. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 5th assist in this one. Joseph, the pass to Batum. And it's blocked by Brown. Out to the right wing. Smart wide open. He fires. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Batum attacking outside DeRozan. He feeds it to Joseph. Down low, Valanciunas. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Joseph. Irving attacking. Here's Beal, and that is good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. Looking at the game Beal has been having, 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Now here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Mirotic. Here's Batum. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
And Mirotic kicks to Butler. The kick out to Irving. Irving double team. So it's Toronto now. Raptors trail by 4. And Batum kicks to DeRozan. Lowry against Irving. Knocked loose. The drive by Lowry. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Make it 2 hands for safe. That's what they say, right there.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Screened by Valanciunas. Gobert brings the double team. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from DeRozan.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done, and they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Now here is Lowry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. Boston on D. Here's DeRozan. The Raptors rebound. No good from Valanciunas.
Oh, you've got to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot.
Two dishes to Irving. It's stolen by DeRozan. Over in the corner, Batum. They set the pick. Back to DeRozan. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. DeRozan's got 13 points in the second half. Now Irving. Irving double team. The drive by Gobert. Irving kicks to Gobert. And he slams it one-handed.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Gobert with a screen for Irving. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Raptors trail by 3. Valanciunas with a screen on Irving, and it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Batum. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Now, here's Lowry. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Passes it to DeRozan. No good with the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Irving with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Gobert the screen. Irving double team. Clock at 5. 16 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And they don't want to let it slip away.
Screen by Valanciunas. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for them this week.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, well, that's a no-brainer to me.
Now here's Irving, and Mirotic throws it down.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Here's Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors. Irving with it. Lowry picks him up. Irving dishes to Gobert. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Beal against DeRozan to the paint. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 4. Valanciunas with a screen on Beal. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Rebound Boston.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Kicks to Mirotic. Launches a 3. Trifecta.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent have a lead. It's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Shot on the wing. The shot is off. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Batum for 3. But they'll get another chance. Over Butler. Off the mark. That's it. They've won the series. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, what exactly made the difference in this game tonight?
It was all based off our defense, honestly. We were getting stops and getting rebounds. And I think down the stretch, we were able to hold our own on the defensive end. And we got good looks on the offensive end. We made shots when they counted.
Defense is always a great starting point, Bradley. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired. So that's the finale of this round 2 series of the NBA playoffs. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now on to what should be an amazing conference finals coming up in just a few days. We will see you again soon.